Hello, this is NEWSPLUS on Via Television. My name is Deborah Kaife. A member of the House of Representatives representing Pangshin Kake Kana Federal Constituency of Plateau State in the Ninth Assembly, Yusuf Gagdi, has declared his intention to contest the office of the Speaker of the 10th Assembly. Gagdi unveiled his manifesto tagged the Gagdi Plan One Nation Forward Together in Abuja. The lawmaker, while soliciting the support of colleagues, said part of his mission is to facilitate the amendment of the electoral law to allow for the electronic voting, even as he would work to unite all members across party lines and encourage debates devoid of party interest. According to Gagdi, he voted as the speaker. Among other innovations, he would ensure apt overnight function to enhance developmental projects are outrightly delivered and legitimized.
Will, if given me the mandate, do a lot by considering different approach to establishment bills where it takes attention of the House of Representatives. My blueprint, my manifesto, called the plan, One Nation Forward Together.
We have people that are looking for this position. Among of them, I recognize Yusuf Gagdi, not because it's my friend, because I know he's the man deserved to do the job.
The Labour Party in Kaduna State has declared its loyalty and support to the national leadership of the party under chairmanship of Barrister Julius Abure. LP Kaduna dissociated itself from renegade faction attempting to disrupt the unity of the party. These details can be fetched from the communique by the state PRO Comrade Idris Yusuf at the end of an emergency meeting of the State Executive Council of Labour Party Kaduna State Chapter.
Having met today, have unequivocally resolved as follows. 1. That we totally dissociate ourselves from the illegal and counterfeit group of the Labour Party led by Lamidi Apapa. We hereby, number 2, we hereby affirm and assert our loyalty, support, and commitment to the Labour Party and the National Working Committee.
Recall that sequel to the just concluded 2023 general elections, the party, according to its leadership, has witnessed a level of fractionalization by card-carrying members. Nevertheless, the chairman of Kaduna chapter, Awal Tafuki, says the state remains resolute amidst all odds.
One Labour Party in Kaduna State, and that is the one you see here. You cannot see any other Labour Party in Kaduna State that will assemble this chairman, this local government chairman. We have 23 of them here. We have 23 vice chairmen, 23 youth leaders, 23 secretaries, 23 women leaders, and major stakeholders. To cap it all, we have the gubernatorial candidates.
LP Kaduna State Chapter has assured its members of a formidable political platform that will produce visionary and transformational leaders. Over the weekend in Kaduna State, the Youth Progressive Initiative and the North endorsed Senator Godswill Akpabio for the position of Senate President of the 10th National Assembly. The group also advocates for Senator Barrow Jibril, representing Kano North, to take the position of Deputy President. In his declaration, President of the Forum, Comrade Usman Shehu, outlined critical reasons for their choice of candidates.
Whereas the president and the vice president-elect come from the two geopolitical zones of Nigeria, we believe it will be good this Senate presidency to shift to the south-south of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, whereas the Deputy Senate President should zone to the northwest zone of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. With this, the Youth Progressive Initiative in the North align and endorse the choice of Senator Goldsby Akpabio as the 10th President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Senator Jibril Barrow as the 10th Deputy Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Code of Conduct Bureau has said the President-elect Bola Tinubu, the Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima, and 28 incoming governors must declare their assets before May 29th. Other officials, including senators-elect and reps-elect, are expected to declare their assets before June 5th, when they would be sworn in. The CCB spokesperson, Veronica Kato, stated that asset declaration was an integral part of the swearing-in ceremony, according to the law. She disclosed that several elected officials had started picking their assets declaration forms at the CCB state offices nationwide. The outgoing officials, including presidential aides, 28 state governors and their cabinet members, National Assembly and State Assembly members, and local government chairmen, will equally obtain the assets declaration forms from the CCB and submit the same in line with the 1999 Constitution. The Supreme Court will on Tuesday give its verdict on the appeal brought before it by the immediate past governor of Osun State, Adeboyega Oyetola, and his party, the All Progressive Congress. The court is expected to sit by 2 p.m. Oyetola and the APC had challenged the judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which affirmed Ademola Adeleke of the People's Democratic Party as the elected governor of Osun State. In 2022, the Independent National Electoral Commission announced Adeleke as the winner of the election, and the Supreme Court on Monday scheduled the date and time to lay to rest the legal tussle over the governorship seat of Osun State after parties in the appeal adopted their written address and oral submissions in the matter. Both Oyeleke and the APC pray that the Apex Court set aside the verdict of Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal. The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja, the national's capital, has adjourned its sitting to Tuesday. It also adjourned for the continuation of pre-hearing proceedings till Wednesday for the petition of the Labour Party and Peter Obi and that of the Action People's Party. Tuesday's proceeding will have the petitions of Atiku Abubakar and Allied People's Movement in its schedule. According to the Independent National Electoral Commission, both Tinubu of the ruling All Progressive Congress polled over 8 million votes to win the election, while Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party came second with over 6.9 million votes. Peter Obi of the Labour Party was third with over 6.1 million votes. At Monday's hearing, the tribunal headed by Justice Haruna Samani assured all parties involved that justice will be served. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, News Plus continues.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm at the Envoy Hotel, Diplomatic Drive 305, here for a business weekend. It's been an amazing stay. Conference hall and business facilities here are stylish and innovative. The Envoy Hotel is luxury, esoteric, opulence, for ultimate comfort.
discerning travelers, we are more than just a place to stay. We are an icon of comfort, style, and thoughtful luxury. We are Envoy Hotel.
Before you came round, my heart would never beat like
The story of a charmer and his crush.
Before you came round, I was ready to slow down. Before you came round, I was heading for a small disaster. Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down.
Tat Fragrance, the new luxury fragrance for men and women.
129 more Nigerians have fled war-torn Sudan as the federal government further strengthens its efforts to repatriate stranded Nigerians in the North African country. The returnees arrived on Monday at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, the nation's capital. Upon their arrival, the returnees were processed by officials with the filing of the returnee registration forms handed to them by government officials. 124 adults and 5 infants were received by officials of the National Emergency Management Agency, the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Nigeria Immigration Service. Others include operatives of the Nigerian Police Force, the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, and the military. The results of the 80,000 candidates who participated in the MOP-UP Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination on Saturday, May 6, 2023, have been released. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, following an emergency board meeting held in Abuja on May 1, 2023, arranged a MOP-UP UTME for candidates who missed the chance to sit the examinations between the periods scheduled by the board owing to no faults of their own. The examination body in the minutes of the meeting cited 3 categories of candidates, namely the candidates who were verified at their centers but could not sit the examinations, those who could not be biometrically verified, and those with mismatched data, the board stated. In the JAMB bulletin published on Monday, May 8, 2023, the board, through a spokesperson, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, noted that the results of the MOP-UP UTME have been all released. Now, Jigawa State Environmental Protection Agency has announced that the state government has banned tree felling for firewood and charcoal to protect forest resources and the environment. Now, the managing director of the protection agency, Lawan Ahmad, announced this on Monday in Dusai, the state capital. Lawan said the agency banned tree felling across the country, across the 27 local government areas of the state without approval as enshrined in the law establishing it. According to him, the consequences of cutting down trees are enormous, ranging from decreased biodiversity and habitat loss, climate change, desertification, loss of water and soil resources, and psychological and social consequences, amongst others. He therefore urged residents of the state to report the activity of the loggers to the agency, forestry offices, and law enforcement agents. And the chairman of Police Service Commission, Dr. Solomon Arashe, has approved the salary payment for the 2021-2022 police recruits who had passed out of police colleges. The head of Press and Public Relations, PSC Kechiku Ani, revealed in a statement, and the PSC noted that affected recruits serving in various police commands had formation nationwide had been in service for the past 6 months without salary. The Commission also conveyed its approval for the enrollment of the 1,007 recruited police personnel in the 2021-2022 batch into the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System Payment Platform to the Accountant General of the Federation. The police command in Kaduna State says its operatives have neutralized a notorious bandit and recovered operational motorcycles in Kindang village of Giwa local government area of the state. The command police public relation officer DSP Mohammed Jalige confirmed the development in a statement in Kaduna. According to him, aggressive patrol along the road have been intensified to forestall future occurrence. Jalige said the Commissioner of Police, Musa Garba, commended the gallantry and professionalism exhibited by the personnel. He said the CP urged them to sustain the onslaughts against banditry and other forms of criminalities in the state. Now, airstrikes on internationals again shook Sudan's capital Monday, while the latest truce talks in Jeddah have yielded no progress, with the Saudi diplomat saying both sides consider themselves capable of winning the battle. Sudan was thrown into deadly chaos when fighting broke out on April 15 between the forces of Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and his deputy-turned-rival Mohamed Hamdan Daglo, who heads the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces. The battles have since killed hundreds, wounded thousands, and left millions barricaded inside their homes and amid their shortages of water, food, and basic supplies. The feuding generals have sent representatives to Saudi Arabia for talks on establishing a humanitarian truce in an effort also backed by the United States, but to no avail so far. By Monday, the talks had yielded no major progress, a Saudi diplomat revealed, speaking on condition of anonymity. A royal row has erupted in Australia over a decision to scrap the lighting up of the Sydney Opera House in honor of King Charles III's coronation. The sales of the architectural masterpiece on Sydney Harbour are illuminated in colours for important occasions, ranging from World Pride to the Ukraine invasion anniversary and the death of Queen Elizabeth II. But for Saturday's coronation, the soaring curves of the emblematic 50-year-old building were left dark. New South Wales State Premier Chris Minns said he had cancelled his predecessor's plans to light up the building for Charles, who is Australia's head of state. The Premier said the building sales had been illuminated 70 times last year, compared with 23 times a decade earlier, at an estimated cost of $80,000 to $100,000 Australian dollars for each occasion. Now, Serbian Education Minister Branko Rizic has resigned 4 days after a school shooting that saw a 13-year-old girl kill 8 students and a security guard. Rizic offered his condolences to the victims of families of a cataclysmic tragedy that has rocked the Balkan nation in an open letter sent to Serbian Prime Minister Ana Branic. The 47-year-old prominent member of Socialist Party of Serbia, a junior coalition partner in government, originally blamed the internet, video games, and Western values for the unprecedented massacre. Opposition parties and humanitarian rights groups immediately called for minister's resignation, while thousands gathered in front of the ministry a day after the shooting, conveying the same message. Less than 48 hours after the school shooting, the small Balkan country was shocked again with another massacre as a 21-year-old gunned down 8 people in a village near the capital, Belgrade. Meanwhile, Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić pledged to launch a large-scale disarmament plan, while police vowed to deploy officers to patrol around schools. At least 27 workers were killed in a fire at a remote gold mine in southern Peru as grief-stricken relatives gathered near the site awaiting news of their loved ones. The blaze was sparked by a short circuit and quickly engulfed one of the tunnels, leading to one of the worst mining tragedies in the South American country's recent history. The explosion ignited the wooden support inside the mine in the town of Yanakuha. There have been no reports of survivors, nor confirmation about how many people were in the mine at the time of the fire. Yanakuha Mayor James Casino told the Andina news agency that most of the miners would have died of asphyxiation and burns. President Xi Jinping will host a two-day summit with the leaders of 5 Central Asian nations next week, Beijing said on Monday as China moves to increase its influence in the region. Leaders of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan are expected to attend the China Central Asia Summit from May 18 to 19, said China's Foreign Ministry. The summit in the historic city of Xi on the Asian Silk Road is the first of its kind since the establishment of formal relations 31 years ago, according to the ministry, and will focus on strengthening economic and diplomatic ties with Beijing. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin said on Monday that Xi would deliver a keynote speech during the summit, billed as China's first major diplomatic event of the year, and the leaders would jointly sign important political documents. And that's all on NEWSPLUS. Many thanks for watching. I am Deborah Ndukaife. Please stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs.